time only, and that's when they sell it to extra retail, right? But when I did the show, right, you had all these people go out there and started attacking the guy. The D and them like, yeah, no, this guy's really like, bro, this like so. What are you talking about? And you know what I mean? And it was crazy because they fucked that pipeline up because my man was a fanboy shit. Like that wasn't that type of show. Like I wasn't in character. I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like yo, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like yo, bro. Like you know what I mean? Then what happened was EA. What's wrong? They do the quarterly report. EA had put their thing up for their investors, right? Because that's what those numbers are for. It's like the sites and got them and put them on the fanboy shit before they shit went public. It's for their investors, right? AMD did their EA did their quarter report, and they said the lifetime sales because at the time, with EA Access, right? I forgot how many users they had. They were saying like when they broke down their sales and how many was selling on what platform, the lifetime sales of the Xbox had like a 30 million or some shit, 32 million. This came out. I mean, maybe like 2 to 3 weeks after I did the show. Now you got niggas looking crazy, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, like people like don't know how. Sometimes I know what it is. Like motherfuckers root for these sports teams, these councils like their favorite sports teams, and I get it. You know what I mean? You can prefer one, but I mean, god damn, I maybe at the height of my addiction. Hope I wasn't about
this. Yeah, but it ain't your whole life and shit though.
Not even my whole life. This shit just be like weird to me. Like, bro, like it's right there. Like you like bro, like you know what I mean? Oh, Sony would never put this up on PC because they value. Like nigga, like bro, like listen, or how they ran with the narrative. Like I should say. When they announced that MLB The Show is coming, because the MLB went to Sony. No, Sony deal is structured, but they're the only one. They're the only one that can make a first party baseball game. Nintendo can't make one, but nothing stops third party. Nothing stops 2K, EA. So you had an RBI baseball on the Xbox, right? A little arcadey one, right? Nothing stopped them from doing it. You seen that Vaseline now?
Yeah, Sony got the rights to the simulation version.
They only first party company that can make one. I mean no, I'm telling you.
No, you're talking about simulation because that's why they were able to make the arcade baseball game.
No, they're
the simulation joint.
I'm telling you.
RBI?
No, listen to what I'm telling you. Their deal was structured because even when then, right? Trust me, Sony doesn't have enough money to outbid EA or Take-Two. It's not happening.
Right.
Their deal, because you realize they stopped making. What was the last baseball game that EA and 2K made? But whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah. They had the exclusive rights to it. Yeah, I remember that. It's been a law. Yeah.
Yeah. So Sony's deal was that they were the only first party, like, they could make a baseball, but there's nothing stopped, again, Activision, whoever want to go out and get the license or pay the fees, that you can do it, right? Sony sat back and looked and said, hey, you know what? They look at the numbers that 2K didn't surpass Madden, as far as in revenue and stuff, right? But looking at it, like I used to say, they sit as a business. We got the only baseball in town, right? You know what? Hey, let's get this money on this box, that box. And again, I'm telling motherfuckers, right? A lot of times when I'm privy to stuff, a lot of things I don't even talk about. Like I know they know what to say. Come on, Tim, cool, we can talk about it, right? And I trust them like this, my bro. You know what I mean? A lot of things I don't even talk about on public. I'm not claiming to be nobody inside and shit, but listen, it's crazy. Like my track, that shit is stellar. You know what I mean? But like I'm telling these niggas, I'm telling we having this conversation behind the scenes while all this shit is unfolding, right? So, and again, and this is one of the time I was doing the show, I believe, with what's the man, David Jaffe, right? So me and this is having a conversation before we get in live, we get into topics and shit, and a couple people, I don't know if he had got a phone call or how it went. He said, ask your mama if she seen that little Vaseline I had. Ask her, could she give me something I can put on my lips real quick, please. So, I'm sorry. So, somebody that been there for like however long places been lost their job. Cause like I said, a lot of those people that give your places their culture got ushered out of the door, right? They're no longer there. You know what I mean? So when I was saying like, damn, you got the new guy, they had to go strong, draw line Herman. Like, damn, here's Yoshida. This nigga sold 150 million consoles for you, right? 150, right? The most successful, probably more than that. The most successful PlayStation has ever been. They've never made this much money, right? Gave you, he said, you know what? He saw the way Corey Ball was making God always said, no, that ain't it. But that bitch back in the oven, right? Boom, got your game of the year, right? in God of War. Made so many critical, decisions when it came to this platform. He's the head of goddamn enemies now. You got another dude, and what's the man, Holman Holmes? You know what I mean? I don't remember. But I'm just saying that in itself. Like you have a man that's has a proven track record, right? We all know that what keeps the lights on in Sony now is the PlayStation, right? He's out of there, right? So now again, when they get the new guy in charge, and I'm telling niggas like, yo, that guy right there, he's more like a dollar. They shit everywhere, right? Bro, you on that X, bro, I'm just keeping it. I'm telling you, what was told to me, like I'm telling you, nigga, I say, I know my integrity is always in question, but when it comes to this shit here, I don't do no. I keep this bitch a buck, bro. I call it spade a spade. You know what I mean? Like I don't do that, bro. Like I don't be going around making up shit. Hashtag keep the fox shit out to that nigga. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's not my thing. Again, anybody can have an opinion about something and be wrong about that. But don't tell them motherfuckers you can believe what you want. This was told to me, the same nigga that told me about the PS4 Neo and that's what the time the code name was, and Xbox Scorpio. Same nigga, if you rocking up, wow. I was talking about the DirectX 12, right? When is GDC in March, right?
Yeah.
I was talking about that shit. No, she said no? Okay, I was so, thank you though, baby. I was talking about that maybe in my little ass channel, right? That's how me and Rich got cool too. I was talking about that. The console came out in November. I was talking about it in December. How, because, remember at the time, they started with that resolution shit. Call of Duty was dogs or most ghosts. It was 720p on the Xbox and 1080p. So the same guy like, hey, Xbox got DirectX 12, and when I was like, oh yes, I started talking, doing videos about it and shit, right? And Rich, hey, DirectX 12, you can't change hardware, you can't, but again, it was a software thing, right? Right? Xbox One, everything that Microsoft is, but I ain't going back to that shit. Same guy, right? So like I said, when I'm telling you, it's the same guy. Even me going back and arguing with crapping them, bro, you don't understand. This shit's funny, bro. It's crazy, right? It's maybe it's not the content of my character, color of my skin. For about when those consoles got announced, I think Kotaku did an article about that shit maybe in March or February, right? I was talking about those mid-gen refreshes maybe like in November.
Yeah, I kind of remember that because you're making them conversations about how Microsoft. I think the dude was saying we don't know. Y'all think we don't know how to make a console? I kind of remember all.
No, that was around. They was talking about that was at the beginning, but I'm talking about these mid-gen refreshes. Okay, but Alex Albert, I miss Albert. He was very vocal. I mean, worst thing that happened to Microsoft was with the Xbox, with them getting a PR team, and they say be the behemoth, like niggas be very quiet out there when the kids say everybody ass, they got a PR team, like shit crazy. But motherfucker that's very vocal, like Aaron Greenberg and or Albert Pinello will go out there, and Ray Stock, like what's my man? I know you don't like Donnie D. Donnie D was the man. And listen, I remember with Jeff, what's the old boy that do the video game award show? So Sony got he was interviewing him on one of them. He was like, yeah, you know what? Like, and Microsoft just had that dog shit ass E3 when had Usher out there stick dancing, right? Like, we on the Sony shit. Sony went out there and killed your competition. They got God Award, this, that, the other. He said, hey, they ain't got no Halo. He's like, man, if I'm not mistaken, he was like, what did he say? Halo 4, whatever, outsold all their, whatever came out in 2012, outsold all their exclusives.
Like God Award, Uncharted, and something combined, it's outsold.
Oh, yeah, all their exclusives, whatever for that, yeah. Rose, your mic went on, your shit loud as hell.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's cool. But, what I'm saying, but they don't have that front guy anymore. But that's not what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, the same guy. They told me this shit, right? And even with that, I always tell motherfuckers again, like, you'd be surprised who watches your channel. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, you know what I mean? I try to put to people in these terms. They used to pay, what they still do, though. They get, you have these marketing circuit teams and shit, right? Companies. But, see, Michael, all them, like, billions of dollars, millions of dollars to go out there and get research. Now they can tune into YouTube, right? And see what actually see for themselves without taking surveys and stuff, right? What the average Joe Schmo, without them going around the department stores and seeing what people prefer to buy and this, that, and the other, what people think about their product, right? They didn't have that before. This YouTube itself has changed the landscape of gaming, period, on a whole scale. You have now had bigger companies like IGN and whoever else had to conform and know what and put their shit on YouTube. Who else still really goes to the website? Everybody has some Eurogamer, everybody gets something on YouTube, right? So that has changed the landscape, right? And then what happens is you have actual, how do you call them, influencers who have a bigger presence on the internet than actual IGN, right? So I'm gonna give you another thing here, right? So when I was talking, this is not all facts. So when I started talking about these consoles, right, and about them coming out, and then I believe it was Kotaku, they say Big Me that broke it first, right? And then IGN maybe hopped on one of the two, right? Somebody reached out to me from a certain thing, right, and wanted to give me a part of a certain podcast, right? But here's the thing, right? And one of the I knew who my sources was and how I'm just that, because I was talking about a lot of shit in those things, right? When I was saying what was told to me, right? Hey, first of all, I listen. I'm not that, it's not that, me, have to be the first to break news or it can be the inside, and I'm not gonna put someone's livelihood in jeopardy. It ain't that serious to me. You take it for what you want or you don't, right? Secondly, I couldn't do what I do. You have to see what I do, right? And I enjoy what I do. And I wasn't about making no money because I wasn't making no money off it. My channel wasn't even monetized. I just do it because again, I look, bitch, I'm active. Don't let it go over your head. So I'm out there bitch stugging. So when I come in, it's to have fun and bug the fuck out. You know what I mean? So So in that essence, I'm like, nah, I could do what I do, and I enjoy doing what I do. I ain't with all that squeaky clean shit. Not that, again, that I can have an intelligent conversation, but it's not this shit. Like some motherfuckers probably would have sold it to be a part of. What's that shit? What's that goddamn podcast doing IGN with Shaggy and them? I forgot the name of the Xbox podcast.
Hey. Oh, Podcast Unlock?
Okay, there you go. Well, probably would be a personality of there. Probably would no, but like they don't. Let's not. I like to sit back and do what I do and create and X, Y, and Z, right? But I was like, nah, I didn't. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I would never, put someone that we done became tight over these years, but they should have like, bro, what the fuck is I mean? And them niggas ain't making no money anyway. 30 grand a year, whatever. I'm not hating on them, but it does. You do get a lot of perks that come along with the job free council. Nigga, I ain't no hoe. Like, it ain't that serious, right? But what I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, like, like sometimes, like he say, the cat may be too far. We just gotta keep that bitch a buck, man, and realize like the way that we grew up on gaming, it's not that anymore. Things have changed. We talking about it was a niche hobby when we were growing up. Like gaming make more. It's the number form of media. Make more than movies, music. And it has changed. The services. It's not going to stay the thing. Don't get me wrong. I like the traditional way, and I don't want it to ever go away. I like going out getting consoles and midnight launches. I think that's opening up a new console. That shit is exciting me. I don't want that to ever to go away. But I also understand. We're gonna talk about that Xbox app shit. Me hypocrite on it. Like I understand it's a business and what they're doing, and I don't. Only thing I said earlier today, all we can do with Sony or Microsoft or any of those guys is hold their feet. Until the fact they're making quality games. Where they choose to put their shit up, they're gonna do it for the game. Gonna be the game. You're not gonna play God of War because it's on the next guy because it's on PC or whatever the case may be, or if they put it in service. Like shit, I'm getting rid of my PlayStation. You got it, like these motherfuckers be tripping. Like, bro, we gotta keep that bitch a buck. Like I done went through my growing pains. With the what do you call that goddamn game? Age of Empire. This shit. 43 months. Damn. Nigga, I just got sent mad codes just now. God damn. Damn. Thanks, bro. So I done went through like, damn, he put shit on PC and check another shit for me if I'm gonna go live. Cause the shit. I had a direct conversation with you. I'll never forget this shit, right? Back in again, shout out. I gotta hook up with Southbound. I heard from Southbound in a minute. Check on my boy, right? And when shit, I'm looking at it again, just behind the scenes having a conversation and saying this shit ain't looking right. Oh, we back down this Gears, Forza, and Halo, and they're like, nah, this, yeah, we got all these major cancellations. And I'm like, yo, I'm talking. I was like, yo, man, I don't want to see my preferred platform of choice become a service. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm still thinking about the traditional way of gaming. And in true feel form, right? He answered me like a politician. He answered me without answering me. Like he just talked, he responds, but talk like he ain't really answer what the fuck he just asked him about. You know what I mean? And you see what we at today. And like I said, I guess after a while, you get used to it. Like, you know what I mean? It's, day and date on PC. As a console guy, like, God damn, it ain't never been like that. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Xbox games have always been on PC, whether it was Halo, Gears, and Forza. But it became a thing that's just where they don't have any exclusives. And yeah, even though those are two different fucking platforms. What's my man name? What's old boy name? Two different consumers. What's old boy name? The original Godfather I used to be friends with him on Twitter. I ain't gonna in front of my new account. What's the guy?
Godfather?
No, yeah, the nigga that created the first Xbox. Shameless Black, right? Yeah. Bill Gates had it in real facts, right? I ain't spoke to him in a minute. They had a conversation back then when they was coming out with the Xbox. They wanted, because back then Microsoft was making games, but it was roller coaster. They wanted their PC shit. No, and he said in the PC market and the consumer, the console market, right? With these two different goddamn consumers, it's not the same, right? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, besides the multi-plat, these CD type of games that are on Steam, that's not a console type thing. Console guys are more like, the shit we play. You know what I mean? You got the Dotas, that's their thing there, right?
Yeah, PC is more of a community-driven.
Yeah, like with this.
Right, you play one game primarily. And
but I'm not saying you got the multi-plats or whatever, but you all of the same multi-plats there. But the console guys are not really into those games that the PC guys are into, right? But so he said no, we just he shut down. But again, you had those games on PC. It was a day and date, but it wasn't a big deal. Again, it didn't really become a thing to this generation. So as a console guy, especially back then, like damn, I gotta pay for Xbox Live. I gotta pay for this. Like what the hell we get? They get that shit day and date. Then they came to the point was really spooky when they getting shit before we get shit. I'm not saying that I want to get tactics. I ain't the shit like that. Hey, what the fuck is going on? What's that airplane game called? And no one was playing it.
Flight Simulator. But that's the reason, because that game is a PC game.
I'm not negating that, but
PC game.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Gears Tactics is a PC game.
Not a problem. But Gears is a console classic, right? But that's day and date.
Yeah, but it's the type of game. That's what it's based on. The type of game is a PC-driven game.
I'm not negating that, but listen, who the fuck bought Forza on PC? Be realistic here, right?
You're correct, but that was a day and date game. That wasn't like that came.
That's what I'm saying. The Forza have always been on box. But what I'm saying today is that you have PC getting shit before, and I don't like those type of games, right? But they're getting things before the console side of things, right? The Gears Tactics, whether those games started first on PC, now I'm not negating that.
Yeah, I get your point. They need to just make it even across the board.
And again, I don't give a fuck now, but it is what it is. But on the grand scheme,
but you got to look at it like this too, though. Z is that Gears Tactics and Flight Simulator was to get people to buy into the Game Pass for PC, because if you've been playing PC for ages, Flight Simulator's been on PC for ages, so people who love that game, they say, well, here, you can come and get the game and all of its fucking content if you sign up for this service. It was just a draw to get people into the service.
I'm not negating that, but I'm camera cloudy as hell. What the hell?
Well, shit, let's keep it a beam. Have they done anything like that recently with any other game? Keep it on PC first?
Well,
they just did it with Flight Simulator. That's the most recent.
I'm saying after that. Like what, a year ago?
Flight Simulator was this year.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the next Age of Empires 4, whatever it's
going
to be.
That's
going to be PC
I'll keep it real.
But I'm just saying. But even the part with cell phone games, Gears Tactics and all that shit. Whatever with the gear, they're getting shit. Pop? Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not advocating that I want those games.
No, I know what you're saying.
Even there, it became the point where Halo had their own exclusive goddamn game in the arcade. Like, where the fuck is the love for the console?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. It's that motherfucker live too, though.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't play that shit.
So with that being said, though,
shooter game at the arcade, it's kind of lit.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, but at the end of the day, on the console side of things, right? I know they make way more money on the console side of things than they do on the PC. It is what it is. Like motherfuckers don't like the Microsoft Store. That's why they started putting stuff inside the Steam. They don't like to deal with this shit for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's thorough shit.
You know what I mean? But
it's always updating like damn every day.
Yeah, but
I've never had problems with it.
No, I tried to download Gears 4. I did one time. It took like 10 hours. Some crazy shit.
Now it's fine, but still, I fucking effed it every other fucking week.
Yeah, I'm just saying people just prefer, people like what you like. People prefer Steam or the Epic Store. They don't like going to the Microsoft Store, right? But what I'm saying is the thing that you totally neglected the motherfuckers that made you hip, right? That made you this cool kid pop. You completely turned your back on your core, right? I understand you got those 2 billion, I'm from to go live. I understand you have those 2 billion gamers out there, right? But you turned your back on your core who made you what you were. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and that, to me, that's always wrong. Not I'm just talking about morally, like this bad business, you know what I mean? You can't shun them. Like, again, just think about this, I'm talking about big games. I'm not talking about what do you call it? But they didn't have any. I'm talking about the big shit. Outside of Gears and go back to the game Forza and Halo. This thing about since 2016. How are you? And again, when you're and whether you like those games,
but I mean, you think about it from a business standpoint, though. Z, they weren't the only company doing that. I mean, Nintendo got a bunch of their little games in the arcade. You see what I'm saying?
That's not what I'm. That's not what I'm saying.
They got a version of Luigi's Mansion in the arcade.
That's not what I'm saying, Grit. What I'm saying is this. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you how in the hell you took your foot off the gas for 4 years, right? And to do that in your biggest competition, right? I don't keep up with Nintendo games, but they all do well. Their first party shit does well for them, right? When your biggest competitor is Sony, right? They more or less compete for the same goddamn consumer, especially here in the States and Europe, right? But they're dropping games like Last of Us and this, that, and the other, and you might come up with Ori, Cuphead, Silent Double PUBG, and you got Bleeding Ass or Sea of Thieves. And you may like, but they're still not even the same type of quality. You know what I mean? To the same level of quality. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. And then again, you start the new generation, but still with nothing in the holster. You know what I mean? To me, that's what.
Okay. Take off your Z lenses and your bias lenses, or maybe your
no, well, not
lenses,
really,
right?
Greg. I see what he's saying.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me finish my point. If you take those lenses off, right? And you put it back, or you put the lenses on, like you were making your point earlier about casuals, right? Okay. Casuals don't look at games the way that we look at them. They don't get hyped about games like we do. So if you take it back, so if you take it back to that, right, and you say, okay, they release games like Bleeding Ass, like you call it, they Cuphead and shit like that. Now Cuphead and Ori came off to a lot of fanfare. I mean, hell, they put the motherfucker on every damn thing that they could put it on, right? Or are we looking at it from a standpoint of type of games that you like? All
right, in a straight face, right?
Hardcore.
Would you put Ori in the same caliber as God of War? They're a different type of game.
They're not the same type of game.
I'm understand, but what I'm talking about, the quality.
That's no shit. Hell yeah! If I'm a platform head,
oh man,
and I'm not
tripping.
No, Z,
tripping.
No. Listen to my point. If I'm a platform person, right? Like if I just love platformers, I don't like the first person shooters, or I don't like the fucking third person action adventure, but I love platformers. Mm-hmm. Nigga, Ori is a goddamn masterpiece.
So okay, all right. You bro, listen.
I'm saying my point is that everybody don't like the same. Like me and my brother.
I can be subjective.
I turned my brother into a gamer, but he's not the same gamer that I am at all.
That's not what I mean.
My brother don't even like third-person action adventure games. He won't play them. He don't like them.
Listen, that's not what I don't.
That's not him. God, Last of Us 2. He refuses to play that shit. I ain't playing that bullshit because the type of games he like is like Dota. He like games like that,
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what.
I think what he's talking about is the blockbuster games, though, right?
But that's what I'm saying is that they're blockbusters because they're big budget games.
All right.
They get the good marketing, so they turn to blockbuster games.
Okay.
Right?
So how could you compare the two? But I can be subjective, or I don't like Halo, but I understand it's a huge game. Right. I don't like Forza.
Right.
I understand it's a huge game. I would never compare Forza. It's not even the ones that racer to Astro's Playroom. You know what I mean? Regardless of what I prefer to play.
You would compare what to Astro's Playroom?
What's that shit? What's this shit on Sony's place? Yeah, or
Astro's Playroom. But you said you wouldn't compare what to it?
Forza. You know what I mean? They're just two different.
That's two different games, though. That's what I'm
not talking about one's a race. I'm talking about just the old, like it's not the
blockbuster AAA games. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's not even the same sandwich.
From that standpoint, if you just lock it into that or to use that as the criteria, then yeah, obviously, right. Though they're bigger games as far as budget and marketing, absolutely.
So what I said was, so how could you compete, right? When your biggest competition is dropping, they're dropping, how you say, Game of the Year contenders. You didn't have one this generation. Not one. How many Sony got this year? 2? Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the fact that they are Game of the Year contenders because they got the fanfare, they got the marketing,
they got better games.
But I mean, I don't. I have every time somebody say that, I have a hard time with that because that's subjective, bro.
All right, bro.
That's subjective to me.
He said men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
That's like saying Honda make better cars than Camry. That's subjective.
Okay,
that's based on what you like.
Okay, so
if you like Honda, then you're gonna buy Honda. If you like Camry, you're gonna buy Camry, and you're going to be biased towards what you like. Now, as far as saying it's a better game, to me that's subjective because if you don't, again, my brother does not even like those type of games. He won't play them. So to him, them motherfuckers winning Game of the Year to him is stupid. Like that's dumb. They because his thing is he like Dota type games. He like World of Warcraft type games. He like those type of games. So to him, Last of Us 2 and that shit don't even don't tickle his fancy.
I think the fact of the matter is he's talking about games of a certain caliber we haven't seen more of from Xbox.
No.
That's longer.
I mean, again, with me, I just that better or more quality, and I just. That don't sit well in my spirit or the way that I play games because I play some smaller games to me that I enjoyed more. That I enjoyed more than a lot of blockbusters.
Hold on, AZ. Remember that? What was that last show? The July show? Was like fucking 40 games all going to Game Pass day and date.
Yeah,
those are a lot of games. Those are dope. Granted, you can say what you like or what you don't like, but still, some people are still looking for those high caliber games. I don't play Crossfire X. I don't play shit. It was a stupid amount of games going to Game Pass day and date. All that's cool, but you still need the blockbuster standouts though, like Crossfire X or what the fuck was the other game? X Omega. I think is gonna be a big game. Because everybody was going crazy about it. Shit like that. You need more of that stuff. Everything else, all the other things, games that show was fine.
Look, for example,
but you still need the other ones to piece it out.
For example, Death Stranding was a huge marketed game. Huge.
Yes, it was.
I mean, fucking huge.
I don't think that was a big game.
And everybody shitted on it. So
it wasn't a big game. Wasn't nothing going on. That was a big. It was like what's it? No Man's Sky.
Nah, Death Stranding was huge, bro. No. That was a huge game. They marketed that game everywhere.
No Man's Sky before, No Man's Sky now, because they like reverb that shit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like
Death Stranding, same shit. That shit, it wasn't the answer. I've been saying that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, so to me, it's like, you can you can market a game, you can fucking spend $1 trillion zillion on it, but if it's not the type of game which Death Stranding gave us that example. If it's not a type of game that you like, it don't matter how much money they spend. It don't matter how much commercial success it has. It's people just ain't gonna like it.
But Grant, he's still saying it's an example of a different caliber game that's available to play though.
Okay,
even if someone don't like
it. I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Oh shit.
No, I'll put it like this. All those games we saw in the July show that we like, if we get every now and then a game like Hellblade 2, the Initiatives game, whatever else they're making, that's cool. If we just got those games without those big blockbusters, then it's not as a high caliber. You need a mix of both. Is what he's saying.
Okay, I mean, I can agree with that. I don't have a problem with that.
All right.
Like, I'll be real. I need to see what this initial game look like because, granted, I'm gonna play everything like damn near dropping Game Pass because I just like the service. I like a lot of shit that go in there. But those big blockbuster games draw the casuals. It draws hardcore. It's just that different type of game that's missing from what Xbox got right now.
Y'all need to tell that to the Nintendo niggas, man.
Oh shit!
Them niggas drop a Mario every week.
Like, I'll be honest,
and that motherfucker sell a million copies too.
Man.
Well, that's a different part. Like Nintendo niggas is different.
Yo. What's up, Shay? Hold on one second. What's up, bro? I just got home.
I'm right here.
What's that? What's that you want?
You know what I'm playing.
What's that? Which one is that? It's Modern Warfare. How many you got?
I got enough. I got like 8.
All right, all right, my niggas ain't online. Hold up, we can do that. You want to play against us?
Huh?
You want to play against us?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
All right, yo, hold up. All right, hold up. Give me like
What you playing right now?
I ain't playing shit right now. Just get home. I'm about to do a show. I ain't playing shit right now.
That nigga went from ducking to 2K fake.
Yeah. Well, hold up, though. Hold up. We can set something up. How many Call of Duty? It was 6-on-6, right?
Look, I got 3 people online that got all different people.
All right. So, how we set something up for like Friday?
Huh?
I got niggas got jobs and shit. Not me, but you know what I mean. Niggas got jobs. I got to get my crew. I got to install that shit back.
Must be some money involved.
You know, send me the clip, nigga. You lucky I don't know. Can I record like my last little thing?
You on your Xbox? Yeah, go to the settings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, settings. Yeah. You see my work? You see how I had that nigga raging?
Hey, yo, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Look. That's what I'm on right there, nigga.
Go to the left side of the map. That's the left side of the map.
Huh? Yeah, that's the new shit right there.
I mean, they already down there with guns.
Huh?
That shit look like a building.
Yeah, it's small. It's a lot smaller than PlayStation and shit, though.
Hey, yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
Somebody showed me that shit smoking.
Oh, they blew some hookah in that shit.
Huh?
They was vaping in it. That's fake. They was vaping in that shit. They blew smoke in it. That wasn't real.
That wasn't real.
No, they blew smoke in it. Like vaping, vaping, doing that hookah shit. Yeah, that shit went right. That shit went right. But now, look, what you gonna do? I'm glad you called my phone because I got a new phone and shit. I ain't hear you goddamn. Let me lock your shit in right now. Hey, yo, so what we gonna do though? We gonna set that shit up for Friday, like 6 o'clock.
You said Friday at 6?
Yeah, we gonna set this shit up for Friday. We gonna stomp y'all the fuck out, yo. You see? All right. I'm telling you, I rolled with some killers.
Yeah.
What? I say no more. I like that. You got some booty goons.
Hey, yo, you can't.
Yeah, you could make a private one. You can make a private one. Oh shit, that's the background. I got the backdrop for the show. Let me put this off right here. Yo, shit. But, hey, look, I'm locking you in right now, so we're gonna lock you for Friday. What I'm gonna do is make sure they get off the air. I'm about to send you the link. Well, bro, man, just came over. Man. Oh, nigga, stay in jail. Oh, shit. Let me, end this shit right quick. Ready to do the show. Right quick. Well. Slide this bitch all the way down.
Fuck nigga.
Transfer the screen. Split the screen. Bam.
Cool. Oh shit, that new Gears patch dropped. Oh shit.
Stretch the screen. All right, here we go. All right, stretch the screen.
Talking yourself through it, my G. I hear you.
Yeah, for sure.
I hear you over there.
For sure.
That's what happens when you get old.
Yeah.
I told that nigga he be doing that, man.
Step by step. Every little step I take. All right, let me see something. Bang, that's done. That can be